Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. So as you can probably see from the title of this video and the thumbnail, this is gonna be just a fun video. I had some, the ladder reset, and as I was climbing I noticed just how much meta I was seeing, early on. Like I'm talking bronze and silver. I was seeing a lot of tunes, a lot of Paradox Brothers, 3-star demotion. So I got these 3 replays that I thought were kind of funny, and that's how I came up with the idea for this video. So without further ado, let's get into this replays. So initially this was just gonna be like beating Toon World's video or whatever, but I ended up getting a good replay against 3-star demotion, so I just made it the meta in general. I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, let's get into this replay. So I'm running peak performance. I was testing the new cards from the Dragon Structure deck. I think they're really cool. I actually have a deck that's pretty fun. I might show you guys that tomorrow. I'm not sure yet what deck showcase I'm doing for tomorrow. But anyway, I have a pretty good opening hand against Toons, given that I have 2 Stamping Destruction, so I'm feeling pretty hopeful about this game. And I just go for the Heractic Dragon, normal standard play. He goes Toon Kingdom immediately, so his restart definitely paid off, giving him the field spell in hand. And then he sets 1 card, so no magic reflector to protect the Toon Kingdom. So I knew I was in pretty good shape. And he actually goes for Toon Mermaid into Toon Summon Skull. So immediately, as soon as I draw, I activate my Stamping Destruction. I try to target the Toon Kingdom. He changed Gravel Storm to take the Toon Kingdom back into his hand, which is a great play, if not for the fact that it does leave his Toon Summon Skull vulnerable. So I immediately go, Econ take, tributing my Heractic, getting Toon Summon Skull, and then I go for Red Eyes Wyvern to have lethal on this man. So I thought it was pretty funny that I got to beat him with his own Toon Summon Skull, and one of the few wins I've been able to get against Toons, because they're still super strong. One of my friends was telling me that the new ranking is pretty tough, and even gold. I haven't gotten to gold yet because I haven't been playing that much. But he said gold is like ridiculous. It's like all you see is Toons. So I'm definitely not looking forward to that. I'm gonna wait a couple days before I try to get high on the ladder. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the second replay. And this was the 3-star demotion. And then the last one is the one I like the most, probably. But let's just jump into this one. He's running 3-star demotion Dark Magician. And I was still running dragons here, but I was running a different variant, with some extra deck. I still don't know which version is better. Is the new cards just made there's so many possibilities. You can go with the Order to Charge, you can go Fusion, you can do a bunch of stuff with dragons now. So anyway, I open with enemy controller. I just summoned the Heractic Dragon and attack. It's a Legion Fiend Jester, so at this point I knew that he is running Dark Magician 3-star demotion, and I have enemy controller, which is it's a great counter for it. And cool thing about the Heractic Dragon is that if it gets targeted by any card, I think it's Spell Trap or Monster, you are able to summon a normal dragon from your deck. The attack becomes 0. So anyway, he tries to target my my dragon with 1,000 knives, and my dragon is gonna get destroyed, but it's gonna let me get something to defend myself from the deck. So right there, that was kind of not exactly a misplay, but he would have gotten damage just by attacking. And you know, he destroys the red eyes, sets no back row, so I'm feeling great. And then, to make matters even better, come on, Kaiba. I draw into Hixial Fusion. So I go Econ Take, and instead of trying to attack and, you know, getting stopped by a Kuribo, I decide to go Polymerization, using his Dark Magician and my Fusion Substitute from hand to get Dark Paladin out. So at this point, you know, even if he could stop me with Kuribo, it was pretty much game over. I could have negated the Supremacy Berry, you know, he wouldn't have been able to use 3-star Demotion anymore. So I thought that was pretty funny that I took his Dark Magician and then just fused with it. And the way, you know, with all the dragons that I run in the deck, he got pretty strong pretty quick. And then let's go ahead and show you the last replay, which to me was the funniest of them all. You might not agree with me, but it's just he could have won the duel, but he got greedy, and you know that ended up costing him. He does have a weird turn 1, so I'll try to explain what I think his thought process was. I'm still running the dragons, the fusion variant. So he activates restart. As you know, when you see Pegasus, well, really when you see restart nowadays, 90% of the time is Toon. So I knew what I was up against. I didn't know how I was gonna do. He summons, I believe, I can't remember, Pathfinder maybe? Yeah, he goes for Planet Pathfinder to get Toon Kingdom out, you know, the pretty standard play. And then he goes Toon Table of Contents and searches Toon Dark Magician Girl. Now, after this he just ends turn, which told me that he didn't have a way to protect Toon Kingdom and didn't want to overextend and, you know, just get Toon Kingdom destroyed. I open cards of the Redstone, activate that. Unfortunately I didn't draw any spells. I don't get, you know, any enemy controller, but I do get a Red Eyes Wyvern, so I attack and, you know, immediately cut his life points in half. But I know that the Toons are coming this turn, so I'm still thinking he's in a good position. He sets one monster, activates Toon Kingdom, and this is where he messed up. He set that monster. He didn't need to set that monster. He could have just, you know, gone Toon Dark Magician Girl, attack me for 2,000. You know, he was gonna be safe for that turn, and then he could have attacked me again next turn to win the game. But because he set this monster face down, that gave me the opening I needed. And I also get the top deck of the Century in Polymerization. So I go ahead and activate that, using my Fusion Substitute and one dragon from my hand to summon Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer, Swordsman, which, as you know, he pierces. So I attack the face down. Turns out it's a Crystal Seer, so I damage him for 2,700 and win the game. I don't think he needed to fish out for anything. You know, he already had his Toon Dark Magician Girl. If I was gonna destroy Toon Kingdom, it was gonna happen no matter what. I definitely think that it was a misplay, but to be fair, you know, he couldn't anticipated that I was gonna have something to pierce his Crystal Seer. So anyway, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys had fun watching it. You know, I always like to see anything that it's annoying and a little bit unfair lose. So I'm glad I got those wins against Toons and 3-star Demotion. And you know, I wanted to show you guys the way I always show you, like when I beat Taya Burn and stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And until next time.